All right, so I'm going to make this one quick. I want to comment on Micaiah Bryant being shot by the police. Now, it's tragic. She's 16 years old. We're seeing the mainstream media. It took me about 10 minutes last night to try and show the video that was unedited, because everything, when I typed it into the search engine in YouTube, it kept coming up with mainstream media news outlets. Now, unfortunately, in Australia, they dominate. So you got to have to sift through the bullshit. But it became pretty apparent to me that they'd cropped in on the video so you couldn't see Micaiah with the knife. Now, she is actively attacking someone. Now, the problem with that is, okay, she got shot, she got killed. Justifiable shooting. But you're seeing these organizations coming out and trying to twist the narrative. Here's one called Good Kids Mad City. Please stop. Don't share the video of Micaiah being killed. They've already criminalized her. They've done hashtag Adam Toledo, like they did hashtag Adam Toledo. Some of us have intervened in fights, de-escalated, even disarmed people. We don't have a badge and a gun. These people are completely ridiculous. Coming out with this sort of stuff like, oh, go and disarm the person themselves. I'm going to show you another tweet from this other lunatic, Bree Newsom. She's probably one of the most racist people on the internet. I would say on the internet. She runs a site called Defund and Abolish the Police. She says teenagers have been having fights, including fights involving knives, for eons. We do not need police to address these situations by showing up to the scene and using a weapon against one of the teenagers. Y'all need help. I mean that sincerely. Now, could you imagine what would have happened had the cop not done anything and she stabbed to death the girl in the pink? It would be outrage. Cops stood by and let them fight. Imagine if the girl in the pink was white. Cop executes black girl to save a white girl. These people are just race baiting. They're insane. The things these people come out with are absolutely insane. Now, this is from Kamala Harris's sister. Just because deadly force can be used doesn't mean it should be used. Now, I agree with that, but to put this out at that time, like right now, when literally that girl was seconds away from probably being killed, and you're going to post that? Unbelievable. Here's a comment from another nitwit. Nope, shooting her was not necessary. Gave her no chance to even recognize that a gun was pointed at her. A warning shot into the air would have been effective. Stop defending cops. Do these people think that when you shoot a gun up into the air, the bullet fucking flies into space? Is that what they think? It just goes into space? Those bullets come back down, you idiots. Every year in Mexico, at New Year's Eve, people fire their weapons into the airs and about a dozen people are killed from the projectiles coming back down and hitting them. Some of the most stupidest people on the internet. LeBron James posted, "You're next." Hashtag accountability before even knowing the story. Because he's probably been listening to these idiots who jumped the gun. Now, the police released the footage. And if you watch the police footage, which is near impossible to find now on YouTube, because it's been buried under the left-wing mainstream media coverage, which has cropped out the knife. And people are going around saying, oh, there was a knife on the ground, and the cop just come up to start shooting her. This is what's bad with society. Here's one last one. Don't call the cops, call a family member, or if there is a mental illness issue, call a family member. This should be obvious by now. She's 15 with a knife. I can easily disarm my 22-year-old daughter with a knife. Why the hell are you calling the cops? Jesus Christ, John Rambo. If you've seen the video, this is the problem. People are commenting and they haven't even watched the video. They won't spend 10, or they've seen the edited version. You gonna tell me you're gonna be able to disarm her? She was on a fucking rampage. She was on a rampage. She attacked one girl, and then she's running to attack the other. And meanwhile, apparently it was her dad. It was a grown-ass man kicking the shit out of the head of the girl that she initially first attacked. She goes for the attack on the second girl, and the cop fucking shoots her. Because he had to shoot her. He had to put her down. Now, people say, oh, why didn't he shoot her in the leg? Do you know how difficult it is to shoot a leg that's moving? People think this is like the movies. They think that you're just going to be able to put a bullet in a leg, and would that even stop her? Maybe she still lunges forward and plunges the knife into this girl's neck, because it looked to me like she was going for a kill. That's what it looked like to me, and to a lot of people. Now, the reason why they shoot center of scene mass is because if, just say you did try and shoot a leg and you missed, or it just grazed them, that projectile could bounce off concrete and hit a little girl who is riding a bike across the fucking street or something. This is when they use lethal force, it's intended to be lethal. Okay? And it was completely justified. So this is what's problem with this movement. It's blind rage. It's ridiculousness at this point. To be defending people. Like, people are out there marching going, hands up, don't shoot. Well, had she done that, she'd still be fucking alive. So that's really all I had to say on it. I'm really fed up with these idiots, and I think more and more people are starting to speak out. We're sick of the race baiting. People are just blindly, and a lot of these fucking people too, a lot of these Antifa members, look them up on Twitter, a lot of them are just jobless losers. That's the fact. They got nothing better to do. Peace out. Oh, wait, one last thing. Now, there's a story going around that Micaiah called the cops. She did not call the cops. It was one of the kids being attacked. That one of the kids that was going to get attacked that called the cops, because they said, hey, we're being threatened with a knife. Okay, now, got to make this really quick. I think there could be an argument here for suicide by cop, because she didn't attack until she saw the police. Now, unfortunately, with stupid movements like BLM, who are holding up criminals as being the fucking greatest thing ever, it's gonna attract mentally unhinged people who want to get shot by police because they know they're going to be glorified. Now, I obviously have no way of confirming whether or not it was suicide by cop, but it kind of makes fucking sense. See ya.
White male, angry white male, white male, angry white male, white male, angry white male, white